Hey everybody, welcome back live in Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all doing well. We got ourselves another music show from our Newburyport studios today. Today, our guest from the South Shore, Marshfield, Massachusetts, Sam Luke Chase.
I knew I liked you when you told me all the things your dad used to say to scare your boyfriends away. And he'd say hello, I just gotta go and clean my gun downstairs, but enjoy your show. Both of us born the youngest in our families that had 5 kids. It's big these days. It wasn't easy, nothing's ever easy till you try. Or till you try. That I wouldn't chase this love through a hurricane. Drive across the country, California to Maine. I wanna live my life with a girl who's got some fight, who I can laugh with all day and love all night, saying la, la-di-da, na-na-na. Oh, doesn't that sound kinda nice? Or does it sound crazy? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Does it sound crazy? Yeah, yeah. I knew I loved you when we met the night under the stars so bright. It felt so right. So many ultimatums that I gave you, can't believe you decided to be my wife. And in an instant you realize your life's about to change. Can't explain, you just know and you know. It wasn't easy, nothing's ever easy till you try. Oh, till you try. That I would chase this love through the pouring rain. Fly you back to Paris, drive the coast of Spain. I wanna live my life with you by my side. We'll raise a few kids, make enough to get by, singing la, la-di-da, na-na-na. Oh, doesn't that sound kinda nice? Or does it sound crazy? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Does it sound crazy? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Does it sound crazy? Yeah, 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 yeah. Does it sound crazy?
Hey, Sam Luke Chase,
Yeah.
live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hey man, how are you?
Good to be here.
Thanks for coming on, down from the South Shore, up from the South Shore.
Yep.
Yeah, how was the ride?
It was great, nice and smooth.
Yeah, first time in the studio for you here. I
Yep.
was, we don't know each other too well. These are always exciting for me. I always say it's always great when I don't really know what's coming at me, and this is fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on.
Nice little love song to get things going.
You're gonna hear a lot of those if you listen to me.
Is that right? Like the love songs, do you?
I do. They come
Awesome.
out naturally. I don't know. What do you want me to
You're
say?
hopeless romantics. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. My wife and I have been together for a long time, so.
There you go. A lot of songs revolve around her. I get it.
Yep.
Very good. So what's the backstory? When did you first pick that thing up?
Yeah, I'm from a musical family. I'm youngest of 5 kids. I played in a band with my parents since I was 12.
No kidding,
Yeah.
really?
My mother's actually kind of famous on the South Shore. She's
Oh.
a children's musician. Her name's Mama Steph.
Oh, okay.
Like all the kids 4 years and under know exactly who she is.
All right.
But yeah, my parents have always been super supportive of any sort of musical endeavor.
Yeah.
And we had a band. We haven't played in probably 4 years, but 8-piece band, 3-piece horn section.
Is it all literally all family or like?
It's my brother, sometimes my uncle,
Wow.
and then we have a bass player, and my mom's on keys singing lead. My dad's singing also lead vocals.
No
We all
kidding.
have harmonies. Yeah, it's like Doobie Brothers, Huey Lewis, that sort of
Yeah.
swing horn kind of stuff. But always super supportive. And my brother is a professional musician too. My uncle's a professional musician. So,
Wow. There any non-musicians in the family?
there are some non-musicians, I guess, but
Yeah.
all supporters, all big music fans.
Okay.
And yeah, that's, I went to music school. I've been doing this professionally since I was, early 20s.
Nice.
And write music since I was early 20s.
Cool.
And I record at home, do all the instruments myself nowadays, and have a little home studio.
Nice, man.
And yeah, been teaching music lessons since I was 18 too.
Yeah.
From 5 years old to 60 years old, however old you want to be.
That's right.
And
Nice to start young, isn't it?
it is hard to start old.
Yeah. I picked it up in college. I was kicking myself because I was like, I wish I did this 10, 15, 20 years ago.
And even that's not bad,
Yeah.
I mean, because at least you're motivated to do it then,
Yeah.
Just harder once you get into life,
Yeah, no, I hear that. But it is. It's funny. Somebody else was in here recently, another artist who teaches, and saying, I had a 81-year-old come in and start learning. And I thought that was incredibly cool too, right? Because it's never too late.
My grandmother is a great example of that. She's, I don't know exactly her age, but 94-ish. Okay?
Yeah.
She's a super accomplished artist.
Yeah.
Okay? Insane, talented, charcoal, also oil, all these crazy things. And in her later years, late 80s, early 90s, she'd pick up the recorder. She'd start the very beginning of basic things. And this is someone who's very accomplished at other things,
Yeah.
And she's just inspirational in terms of you never are old, you're never too old to start some sort of musical endeavor. You know what I mean?
And that's always I think that's a good personality trait when you want to know what you don't know or something.
Well, everyone's I want to, especially you get older, you're I need to be amazing at this or else, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
When it's really just no, you're just it's just a relationship that you have with this instrument,
What do you do with teaching, especially with kids? 'Cause anytime I try to teach, a younger cousin or the new kids in the family or whatever, it's that first thing you probably remember it. The finger, it takes a while to get the fingers broken in. You're gonna bleed a little bit maybe. and how do you deal with that with the kids these days?
I mean, if the kids, you're just trying to motivate kids to practice.
Yeah.
They have so many other distractions, and usually music is number 8 on the list of anything. So if you want to play guitar, as you know, you can't play guitar. You can't be good at guitar unless you play it all the time.
Yeah.
It just doesn't reward people that don't practice. So my relationship in terms of, or the way I teach, it's just you just build a relationship with the person, with the kid, the adult, whatever it is, and you're trying to find funny ways to motivate them to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Baby steps is fine. Just one thing we accomplished this week, that's great. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I'm sure it probably is when you get to that point when somebody can actually play a song, do
it's
a couple
amazing.
of chords. Probably that is the payoff, right?
Yeah, and I mean I have students that sit in with my gigs,
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, to be able to share music with people. You know what I mean? And that's always a thrill for me. I've got kids who all of a sudden, because I teach piano and bass and drums and all these other things, and I've had certain kids who are they go way past me. All of a sudden it's okay, no, I actually can't do that. But there's other things that I know, other kinds of music that I can introduce to people that, I can still bring that to the table.
How do you strike the balance when you get playing? Because I'm sure it's your passion probably to go out there and play these songs that you write. That's probably the epitome of it for you.
Sure.
But then you also give yourself to, I know you play with our buddy Jay Pasaros and his band too. What's the kind of different reward for you being a guy giving yourself to somebody like Jay's music and going out there and playing your own stuff? What's the biggest difference for you? Rewarding in their own ways?
I mean, it's just, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And this is actually really, growing up, my brother was a songwriter and all these things. And I played drums for him, and we do duo gigs. I play acoustic. I know his songs, still know his songs better than he does.
Really?
I'm such a fan,
Yeah.
But I've had that experience of supporting other people, and I just love songwriters. I love good songwriting. Love harmonies. Always love singing harmonies.
Yeah.
So Jay and I have been friends for a long time. And I would always just pop over to see him play at different things, catch up, shoot the breeze, vent about different things. We're on the same around the same age and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it just so happened to kind of coincide with my sort of where I'm at on the guitar, and also, this kind of style that I like to play on lead guitar, and as the secondary guitarist, it just kind of. We literally got together and I just started playing whatever I played, and we have a gig this and we're playing that, and
now I'm in the band, and I'm in a photo, and now I'm in the band, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm in a band now. That's literally how it happened, which is great. There's no like.
I think it's a more common story than you think.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And that's the way this band operates. It's very.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like I'm having so much fun playing with everybody. Everybody's super cool. Everybody's great, and it's just another. It's a way for Jay and I to take our relationship to the next level.
Very nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll like that comment. Well, enough about Jay. We hear enough from him. I love him, as you know. But let's hear some more of you. Want to get another one for us there?
Yeah, this is... I'll switch it up. I won't do a love song this one. But this one was sort of inspired by my brother's influence on me as a musician. He used to get me in the car, and we'd drive to New York City when I was a younger lad, and I may or may not have been of age yet, but he would bring me into these bars and clubs, and I'd play gigs with him, and they were always like really fond memories that I have of us playing music together. And this one is called Just Believe.
Awesome. All right, Sam Luke Chase, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive.
I wanna be just like you. Just a young impressionable kid in love with this music. Always felt like each song was gonna be a big hit. A lot of people don't know what it means to make it. And night after night been playing for the bar flies. It's 2 a.m. closing time, not a woman inside. Never did get caught up in all the glory. Just a couple of brothers, yeah, we did it for the story. And if anybody's out there, listen to me closely. Fight for the dream that you've been chasing for your whole life. No time for excuses, 'cause we've all been through this. Ooh, gotta keep on fighting every day till we break on through. Just believe. Oh, just believe. And pass for the car, head for those bright lights. And playing Kenny's on a Friday, drinking beers all night. And never let the haters say you're not worthy. It's probably a drunk guy at the bar or some teacher from Berkeley. And if anybody's out there, oh, listen to me closely. Oh, fight for the dream you've been chasing for your whole life. No time for excuses, 'cause we've all been through this. Oh, gotta keep on fighting every day till we break on through. Just believe. Oh, just believe. Oh, if anybody's out there, oh, listen to me clearly. Fight for the dream that you've been chasing your whole damn life. Not sure if we made it, 'cause we ain't gonna fake it. Ooh, never sell your soul for something you can't live with. Oh, just believe. Oh, just believe. Oh, just believe. Oh, just believe.
Hey, Sam Luke Chase, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all enjoying the music here. Outstanding, man. Sounding great.
Thanks so much.
A little country vibe there. I like that.
Sure.
You get a little of that too, huh? Or whatever people hear.
Whatever, yeah, sounds good.
Maybe smile a couple times at those lines. I like that. You're a clever little songwriter there.
Thanks,
Very
man.
good.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Are these all fairly new, or the kind of older ones? Are you mixing it up? What's
Yeah,
the deal?
these are from, I put this out like during COVID. This was my COVID release,
COVID release,
2020.
Yeah. A lot of people had those.
Yeah, I meant to have actual release party, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, here you go.
Yeah, I ended up having a bonfire in my backyard and inviting my family over.
Nice.
We all listened to it together.
That'll work
It was very
too.
kumbaya.
Yeah. Well, it's a musical family, so who better to appreciate it? Oh man, what's the what do you do when you get into the with the family band? If there's a band fight, how does that work with everybody being family? Band disagreements. Everybody has band disagreements.
You know how it is. It's family. You bark at each other and then you walk away and then you come back and you have a beer and everything's fine.
There you go. Perfect. Outstanding. Again, Sam Luke Chase joining us here. Oh, big thanks to our crew, by the way. Maya Gassman, who's filling in. Maeve is out today. I think she's under the weather, so get better, Maeve. Hope you're doing okay out there. But Maya Gassman running the show. Ryan Rothberg, our small but mighty team here, picking up the slack for as we do. So that's fantastic. And again, you're listening to the music of Sam Luke Chase from Marshfield. I say to everybody who comes in from the South Shore, I don't get to the South Shore very often. It's a North Shore thing.
It is a North Shore.
Is it same thing you do? Did you ever find your way here a lot, or is
No.
it not? Yeah.
Well,
see?
I passed.
It's a Shores thing.
I play in Portland, Maine a lot.
Okay.
I used to live in Portland, Maine a little bit. My wife
Lovely
and I-
music
yeah,
city.
Yeah, my wife and I got married in Portland.
Did you?
We love Maine. We love
Nice.
Portland. And but I have sort of a regular gig up there at the Portland Lobster Company.
Oh, nice.
And it's my
I've
band.
been there. That's a great
Yeah,
spot.
it's a great spot.
Yeah.
They've been super supportive of me for 7-8 years. I play all my original music. It's a full band gig. It's super fun, very
Nice.
chill, amazing staff. But yeah, I always see Newburyport on the way up. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Newburyport? I should check that out. Nope, gotta get to the gig.
Well, we'll have to get you stopping in some of these places and playing here. That's fantastic. The port, that is the right one, right? With the big deck outside on the water?
Yep, right next to where all the boats, sort of the harbor boats, where the party cruises or whatever, park next to you.
Gotcha. Love that. Been a lot of, actually been thinking about Maine a lot here in the hours here. They had the horrible shooting
Yep.
and just hopefully, man, it's no easy way to come back from that. But
No, horrible.
it's
They're in our thoughts for sure.
No doubt. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, Portland's a great city. Newburyport's a good music city. There's a lot of great music cities around here. Portsmouth, do you play Portsmouth at all? I forget.
A couple times, but not
Yeah.
really.
Okay.
I haven't quite found my spot there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is true, right? Because I remember I told Jay Psaris actually this last time I was on the show. I played golf in, I think it was Marshfield. Is there a golf course in Marshfield?
Yeah, a couple golf
Couple,
courses.
right? Yeah. I think it was Marshfield. I played golf and had a 9 a.m. tea time. I did lunch at 1 after the 18 was over. Drive home. I think I got back at 7:30.
Depends on what time you go,
It just hit horrible traffic
it's
coming
traffic
back.
no matter what.
I know.
It's somehow I didn't hit traffic today. I don't know. Thank God. It was
Yeah.
But it was.
And the sun's shining. Man, things are good here.
This weekend's amazing. 75 degrees in October.
I know it's
Heck yeah.
it's crazy, but I know it's gonna all end.
Come on, Drew. You gotta think positive here.
I know it's just one of those things that winter tends to always come.
You gotta enjoy these particular days.
I know I do enjoy.
These are the
it,
best
yes.
ones.
Yeah. So we even opened up the window today. To let you got a little crowd outside.
Yeah.
I don't know if
they're
you-
all gathering.
I don't know if you knew that.
They're starting to crowd.
People
out there.
started to have lunch out there at the tables and everything. It happens sometimes. It's
Yeah.
very good. True story. I saw it on the way in. Because Sam beat me here.
Yep.
All right. So what's so when you're playing the songs out there, what's the toughest thing when you're bringing your own songs to a new crowd? Do you like that? You look out there, a bunch of people that don't know you. You're just trying to win them over. Is that an exciting feeling? Is that a nervous feeling? Is that a pressure? What is it?
Yeah, I'm never trying to win anyone over.
Oh, I like that
I'm
answer.
just only trying to play my best version of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's such a weird thing performing because sometimes you want to win people over.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you really can't convince anybody to do anything.
Did you have to learn that?
I guess I don't know. Nobody told me that. It's just it's just a combination of playing so many kinds of gigs.
Yeah.
Whether people don't listen, which is most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes people really listen, and then you're like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
I gotta step it up, and then other times where half people are listening, and then you're just find someone and you're trying to see if they perk up, and then if they do, you're like, yes,
Yeah.
okay, that was. That's what that song accomplished. But honestly, anytime I love writing songs, I love producing songs. I like when a song, especially with my band, we don't rehearse. They live in Maine.
Yep.
I send it to them, and then we play it. And when it works, that's to me my favorite thing. Now, if other people get it, the music that I write and play, it's very it's not like offensive music, you know. So it's I know I'm not going to offend anyone when I play it, but like you know, you hope people are like, oh, that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And they're not on their phones or not doing this or that or whatever. But yeah, I always get nice compliments from people afterwards, you know, whether they were paying attention, whether I thought they were paying attention or not.
Yeah.
They're always like, hey man, you sound like I love that song, or you sound like the radio. Some people say that to me.
Yeah.
Like, is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
That's funny. I remember we had Ryan Montbleu in here recently. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
and he was telling me a story about how he's playing, and he's like, you know, it's always, if you get too into that, it's like, you know, 99 people could, out of 100 could be having a great night, and then there's that one person who looks kind of miserable, and you're like, oh god. I remember him telling the story, and he was like, that guy must be like the greatest guitar player ever, and like he must just hate my style or something. Maybe I'm just not up to his level. God, I wonder what his deal is. And then he's like, at the end of the night, you know, you meet the guy and be like, oh no, I don't play at all. I enjoyed it so much. I thought it was lovely. And you're like, you just, if you get into that stuff, it's like
you create a whole character in your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I was thinking that story. And then there's like Will Daly's another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He's been in here, and he was telling me, he's like, I just, these stories I remember from people, and it's like, you know, people will come up to me and be like, you should be a star. I'm so angry. There's only 40 people in this room. Like, how is this happening? Yeah. And I'd be like, I don't need that because I got you.
Yeah.
And I was, that's a cool answer too.
That's nice.
That's what your answer reminded me of. It was nice
cool.
Being your best self. It doesn't really matter about the rest of the.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, Ryan's music, like you know, when I first heard him play, he used to date a close family friend of ours.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
what a small world.
Yeah, I know. So he used to like come down a couple times, and anyways, like I always admired his guitar skills. Yeah. When I heard him play guitar, I was like, oh, like that's sick, you know. And I'm a drummer, so like I need percussive sort of guitar playing. Yeah. I would like, you know.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
I probably stole a couple of his licks.
Yeah.
This is like one of my, you know.
It's a good little North Shore tribute right there. 75 and Sunny, that's what that is, right?
No, that's like one of my tunes. But
that's your tune.
But he's got, you know, like he's got that thing. That's where I learned it from. You know what I mean? I was like, that's sort of like he's got the beat going. He's got the 2 and 4. He's got the all these cool little pull-offs. Anyways. Yeah, that's my Ryan Montbleu story. But it was funny with him because we had a couple fans of his in the building when he came in, and somebody actually asked for a request that he hadn't played in a while and wasn't ready to play. And, Hope First Pray was the song, which is a beautiful but a tough little guitar thing to play. And he hadn't played in a while. He goes, oh, all right, I'll do that. And he was like working it. You could tell he was like kind of playing around, and he did not leave that intro until he got it right. It was great. I was watching his wheels spinning, and I was like, that was so cool to just watch him work it out. So I kind of like that. There's our Ryan Montbleu moment for the day. Hope Ryan's doing well. Yeah. Hey Ryan.
Hey Ryan. 75 and sunny. That's October weather, right? There you go.
Yep.
That's what a little stretch we just went through. We'll play another one in a second, but I do want to know who's the biggest influence. Major? Is it a rock star? Is it like mom? What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a complicated question, but it's not really. But like I have a lot of influences musically speaking. You know what I mean? Like just musicians wise. But like, you know, Dave Matthews. Yep. Probably the biggest. Yep. And not even just him, but like his band. Like I would come home and I'd just throw on listener supported and drum for like 2 hours. Yeah. Every day.
Carter, trying to be Carter.
Oh yeah, I set my drum kit like Carter's, you know.
It's a big drum kit.
Yeah, I did. My parents put me on the 3rd floor, you know, so you couldn't bother everybody. But
I've heard this is not a hot take by me because I've heard of it. And, you know, some people will, you know, roll their eyes because it's like everybody has their own. It's music. It's all, you know, relative. But in my mind, there's no better drummer out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, everybody has their opinions.
Right,
you know. Mean they're right.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They're wrong.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're with me on this one.
I mean, I've you know, been through that conversation with all different kinds of people, but it's like, if you hate on Carter Beauford, you're just a hater. Yeah. I don't understand.
Or the band in general, right? Like, I understand, like,
I don't understand how you can hate on them anyways.
I love, like, I love that band. Like, I've been dozens and dozens of times throughout my life. But, like, my mother, for an instance, struggles. She said to me, she's like, I want to be such a fan, but I can't, something about Dave's voice I can't relate to. I'm like, how am I going to argue with that? Like, if you don't like his voice, like, okay.
You don't like his voice, you don't like his voice.
But if you go to a Dave Matthews show and you do not at least appreciate what that band brings musically, then you're just not, we're not talking the same thing.
Yeah, you're just kind of hating and whatever. Yeah. But, you know, it's funny, like, I kind of got back into Dave, like, over COVID when they started doing those, like, live stream things. He was one of the first ones that did one of these broadcasts.
Yes, yeah.
In his house, right? and I was like brought to you by Verizon or something, whatever. And like it's just him like in his like dark space.
Yeah.
And he sounded amazing,
Yeah.
just doing his thing. And it'd been like a while since I'd been like kind of got back into him.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, he sounds just as good.
Sometimes
And-
almost better sometimes. Like I think when he's like just stripped away, kind of
Well, that's the
sometimes in
other
a
thing.
bad place, maybe.
Well, and well, that's the other thing about like
Yeah.
his music that has a profound impact on me, which is like it's like his songwriting exists in multiple setups. You know,
Yeah.
It's like he's got the acoustic that it's born. Not all of his songs are born that way, but like him and Tim Reynolds do their acoustic thing, which is like one of my favorite things, and then the band does their thing, which like is another thing.
Yep.
You know. And when you write songs, I think when you can do that, and your songs can exist in multiple ways.
Yeah.
That's like the best thing you can do.
It really is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a big influence on me, just as far as like liking music and how I want my music to be presented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just love the musicianship. You know.
Yeah, I think we probably watched the same thing. I remember being in that heart of quarantine. I couldn't figure out how to get it on my TV because technology is not my strong suit sometimes. So I remember like putting a
You're
thing.
sitting in front of a board.
I put it down in front of the Yankee Candle. I remember leaning it against the Yankee Candle, and then I had another Yankee Candle that I put for atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then we watched this little thing, and he did like that was the first time I had heard "Sing It from the Windows," which is the COVID song he wrote.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, that's why I love this guy, because he
Yeah.
just like completely grabbed my attention for a whole hour of just him
Yeah.
talking in a room by himself, playing some new songs.
Yeah, and you're just like, that's why Dave Matthews is who he is.
And he
you know?
just seems like a good dude.
He
Anyway.
does.
Yeah.
Seems like it,
quirky
yeah.
at times, but
It's all good.
and in a good way.
Hey, you know, that's why we love him.
That is why we like him. Sam Luke Chase, want to take another one away here, my man?
Sure. This
All
one, this is my latest release. Put it out as a single. I put it out in the spring. I'm a dad now. I got 2 little girls.
Oh, nice.
And this is about not having date nights anymore. You know,
Fair enough.
it's called Date Night.
All right. Sam Luke Chase, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive.
Sitting here trying to write a song, but all the words are coming out wrong. Never had a creamer. I've seen a lot of changes in my life, making sweet babies with my wife. So many house projects. When we finally get the kids to sleep, and it's just me and my lady, that's when they start crying. Ooh, finally hits us like a stone that we need a night alone. Think maybe it's time for a date night, late night. Say to feel bright lights, we can stay up all night to get out of the blue jean routine, sweatpants, laundry, do the things we used to do. Like head to the beach, dip our toes in the sand, pretend like we're sitting in the Keys again. 'Cause baby, it's a date night. Now the morning comes so fast, and I'm moving like molasses. Time to change a diaper. And now that we've had our fun, a new day has just begun. It's time to plan the next one. Ooh, find a card that we can play. Hope your parents save the day. 'Cause you know it's time for another date night, late night. Sit, feel bright lights. We can stay up all night to get out of the blue jean routine, sweatpants, laundry, party like we used to do. We can head to the beach, dip our toes in the sand, pretend like we're sitting in the Keys again. 'Cause baby, it's a date night. 'Cause baby, it's a date night. It's a day 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 night. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah. Finally hits us like a stone. Cool that we need a night alone. Think maybe it's time for a date night, city feeling bright lights. We can stay up all night too. Get out of the blue jean routine, sweatpants, laundry, and party like we used to. We can head to the beach, dip our toes in the sand, pretend like we're sitting in the Keys again. 'Cause baby, it's a date night. And baby, it's a date night. Oh, baby, it's a date night. Oh, baby, it's a date night.
Hey, Sam Luke Chase going for the big falsetto in the early afternoon hours. Good for you. Courageous, my friend. Nicely done. Sam Luke Chase out on Marshfield. South Shore boy coming in nice enough to join us here in our Newburyport studios. First time on the show. I almost forgot to do this. You got to do rapid fire with us. If they're easy.
Let's go.
They're
Let's do
easy.
it.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Best concert you ever been to?
His Golden Messenger.
Okay. Wow. In town tonight, I think. Did I see that?
I just went last night. So
You went last night. Okay,
I
cool.
love those guys.
I do. That's why I've never seen them, but I want to go. Okay, interesting. I was just thinking about them today. That's so weird. Favorite movie?
Something with Tom Hanks. I don't know.
right.
Saving Private Ryan.
Cool. Favorite class in school?
Music.
Yeah. All right. Favorite food?
Cereal.
Best venue you ever played?
The Music Circus.
Oh, I like that one. Okay.
It's cool.
Best part about being a dad?
Just the hugs.
Yeah. And the song material.
The material is, it's nice. It's a
Yeah,
bonus.
that's good. They're you're gonna be able to play that for them when they get old. How old right now?
They're 4 and 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I gotta start writing about, the younger one. I'm slacking a little bit here.
Gotcha. Those are the good little
She
keepsakes.
doesn't know it yet, but she'll know it when she grows up.
Do they like listening to Dad?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love music. Frozen. They don't know all the words. I mean, both of them don't. But like my oldest one, Rosie, she knows all the words to Frozen and
There you go.
Canto, and
She'll be in the band in like a year or two.
yeah,
The family band.
Yeah, she needs to know, drums, guitar. Working on it.
Last one. Best career advice you ever received? Professional advice.
It's not so much advice someone gave to me, but it was my senior quote. Most things that I worry about never happen anyway.
Oh, nice. I
Tom
know that
Petty.
one. Yeah. Oh, miss Tom Petty, right?
Yep.
Man.
Yep. Legend.
Indeed. I went to his last Boston show. I got this sweet picture of him waving out to the crowd. I put it on Twitter. It got or X now, but Twitter at the time, and it got people just loved it. I was like, I did capture something there. It was just great. The whole Boston crowd. He just looked so happy.
That's
and
cool.
a few weeks later, he passed away.
I never got to see him.
No.
It's like there's a lot of people that I'm like, I should go see these people, while they're still kicking around, and but they're so, these tickets are so expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah, especially
coming out of COVID.
coming out of COVID, it got crazy too.
Yeah.
Man, Prince was my guy. I had a chance to go see Prince, and I never did it. And
yeah,
that was.
it's like growing up. Like my parents always used to bring us to the music circus. So like a lot of those concerts, like I used to see Bruce Hornsby all the time.
Yeah.
And it was like such a profound impact on me. Like musically, just like his band was incredible. Mark Cohen's another big influence.
Yep.
Paul Brady's a songwriter from Ireland. A lot of folk musicians that my parents used to play in the living room, that I just
sticks with you forever.
Yeah, I love that stuff, but I also love Pearl Jam, so.
Well, that's why you're diverse. It's good. Sam Luke Chase, it's been a pleasure, man. Good to meet you.
Great
it's
to
been
meet
fun.
you. I appreciate you having me.
Next time you come through, make sure we do it again if you don't mind.
Let's
We
do it.
we love you here, so we'll book you again. While I say goodbye to the crew, can you play us out with one? Actually, I know I probably said let's do 3, but if you got anything else, we'll take a little music on the way out.
Sure.
I love it. Sam Luke Chase has been great. Thank you again to our team, Maya Gassman, Ryan Rothberg, the boss, Sarah Hayden, around here as well. And this has been a lot of fun with Sam Luke Chase. Nice enough to join us from the South Shore. He's fantastic. I get good recommendations of people to come in here. So this is just fun.
Yeah,
Fun doing it. Thank you, sir. What do you play us out with?
This is another love song. This one's called Surfside Summer Days.
Love it. All right. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Sam Luke Chase bringing us home.
Back when we were younger, when love was in the air, we'd fill our days with sun and sand and our nights with love affairs. That summer when it started, hanging out till 3 a.m. and at the crack of dawn you'd wake up and we'd do it all over again. Baby, those summer days with no cares in the world. I wanna go back in time and visit that sweet summer girl. If you could only see the way you look to me, waking next to you is all a man like me would ever need. If you could only hear the words I long to say, together take my hand, let's run away to the surfside summer days. So clearly, hanging round the old beach town. Each day you'd come by after work, then we'd watch the sun go down. And everything that's happened in the past year or two doesn't matter much to me, sweet darling, now that I'm right here with you. Honey, those summer nights, we were as free as the birds. And in that bright moonlight, you were the queen of my world. Ooh, yeah. If you could only see the way you look to me, but waking next to you is all a man like me would ever need. If you could only hear the words I long to say, together take my hand, let's run away to the surfside summer days. I was thinking back on that old summer. We were two kids, we were just two lovers, living in this fairy tale sort of world. That was the start of a sweet romance. I knew back then that you'd given me a chance. This wasn't no ordinary love. If you could only see the way you look to me, waking next to you is all a man like me would ever need. If you could only hear the words I long to say, together take my hand, let's run away. I said, together take my hand, let's run away. Yeah, yeah. Oh, together take my hand, let's run away to the surfside summer days. To those surfside summer days.